Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu students, welcome back. This is a paper, February, March, okay, 2024, and variant 42, and complete paper 4, we're going to start. Question here we have number 1. A grocer sells potatoes, mushrooms, and carrots, okay, and customer buys 3 kilogram mushrooms at this rate, okay. All right, and 4 kilogram carrots at this rate. And we have a formula for it, amount need to buy something is actually equals to cost of item multiply number of items or number of kgs, same thing. For example, 3 kilogram is the number of kgs and cost is 1.04. So I think if you multiply there, so look, I'm writing here cost of item into kilograms. I'm writing this short form now. So cost is what? 1.404. 1.04 kilograms are 3. This I have done for mushrooms. Okay, I hope so clear. Let's talk about carrots. Okay, carrots was a kilogram 4, rate 1.28. Same formula. So cost times to number of kilograms. And if I use cost is 1.28 and kilograms are 4. And if I multiply, I get answer finally $8.24. And I believe you got a point. Okay, so let's go for next part. In a week, the ratio of the masses of the vegetables sold in a grocer is this: potatoes ratio, mushrooms ratio, and carrots ratio. Okay. And work out the mass of the mushrooms sold as a percentage of total mass. So we have to look mushrooms as compared to total mass. Total mass means total ratio I will find first. Total ratio or sum of ratios. So I got a 14 plus 11 become 25. So it becomes 25. Now, student, what is the method here? 14 plus 11, 25. Clear. What is the method to do it? So simple technique as a percentage. Basic technique before as we keep in the numerator and after as we keep in denominator into 100. So let's start. Mushroom ratio is 8. I will keep 8 in numerator. And total is 25. I'll keep 25 in denominator in 200. And if we type in calculator, we get what? 32%. Second option, if I do for second method, when he said total mass, we taken always as 100%. Okay. Make sure total we take as 100%. So I will take a ratio here. Title number 1 ratios. Title number 2 percentage. So ratio 25 equal to 25 ratio is equals to 100%. And I'm looking for mushroom ratio is 8. I put 8 here and here question mark. Multiplies and multiplies. So X multiply with 25, it becomes X into 25 and 8 times 200. Now 25 will divide and we divide, you get a same format what we got here. So I believe you understood the both ways. So I think idea is clear. Let's go for next part. Total mass of the potatoes, mushrooms, and carrots given now in kilograms is 1500. And mass of carrot is to find. Again, same method I will use, but this time I write a title, kilogram, and ratios. So total kilograms are this. It means total ratio I will take, which is 25. So 25 ratio and total mass 1500. I think you got a point. And what I'm looking for, students, carrots. So carrots, we have what? 6. So I will keep here 6 ratio and here C for caret, cross multiply. So TC times 225. So C times 225 equal to 6 times 2, 1500. Then this 25 will divide, and that's it. So 6 times 2, 1500 divided by 25. And if we type in calculator, so the caret kilogram becoming 360 kilogram. And I believe you got a point very clear. Question number, next part, next. Profit of the grocer makes selling 1 kilogram is this profit. I mean, for 1 kilogram, when he sales, so he get a profit $0.75. Total profit of grocer, we need to find out makes selling carrots for this week. So you can say that for this, again, 2 titles, dollar and kilograms. So I write kilograms and dollars. 1 kilogram, he is getting profit $0.75. So common sense, this many kilograms I will copy here. And 360, I'm writing here, and here I write P for profit. So multiply, so P multiply with a 1, this multiply with that. So P, 1's a P is equals 360 times 2, 0.75. So if I multiply, students, it is giving us $270. Let's go for next part. On the last day of the week, the grocer reduces the price of the 1 kilogram by 8%, and become a new price is this. After the reduction, after 8% reduce, so from 100, if you reduce 8% and you got a new price, so we need to find original. So here I add, student, I explained in my previous lectures, whenever we are looking for original, previous, old, full, I mean, full means like original thing. And sometimes the word cost price, sometime. So all will deal as 100%. So I write a percentage and write a kilogram. Because we're looking for original, so I, in front of 100, I will put a question mark. And this is after reduction of the 8%. So 101.5, sorry, it is dollars, sorry, not kilogram. Sorry for that, students. I have right here dollars. So dollars 1.15, but after from 100 subtract 8, you're 92%. So it means this is after is equal to 92%. I think you got a point. And now, student, I'm just going to solve it. So 92 times 2x and 100 times 2, 1.15. And this number will divide. It will look like this. And into 100, what will happen, student? 2 decimal will jump. If you want to do manually, it like this. And if you want to do calculator, you can type in calculator, even no issue at all. And answer I'm getting here 1.25. So original price is $1.25. So I hope so, students, you got a point. So let's go for next. The grocer buys 620 kilograms onions, correct to the nearest 20 kilogram. So this 6 for 20, okay. So, and it puts in a bag, of containing 5 kilogram, correct to 1 kilogram. So, I mean, 620 kilogram of onion, but 5 kilogram onion. So I just give you an idea. So this is a bag, inside bag, you can put 5 kilogram. Second bag, you can put 5 kilogram. Third bag, you can put 5 kilogram. So this many, how many bags you can find it? And he asked the number of the bags for onion, but find upper bound. So student, basically, can I say, because this mass you're distributing in the bags, can I say, so if I want to check So 6 total mass I have to divide. So how to find number of bags? Basic formula. So number of bags, if you want to find, so what I'll say, total mass or total kgs divided by the bag weightage. You can say total mass is equal to bag mass. Okay, better is right here. Total mass divided by the bag's mass. So this is the basic formula. Now, student, let's see how we can do it. Basically, because you know the formulas in dividing. In dividing, what is basic formula? Upper bound, if I want to find. So basically, the numerator values must match. 1 minute, please. Okay, this must same. And down must be opposite. Opposite means lower bound. And same if I'm looking for lower bound by dividing. So this must be same. And down must be opposite. So now currently what I'm looking for upper bound. So I will use this formula. It means the bag mass upper bound. So I will find what? The bag is 620 total and plus that will give me upper bound. Okay. Plus what? I tell you later. And bag mass is what? 5 kilogram. 5 kilogram, but minus. Why minus? Because lower bound. Upper bound we add, lower bound we subtract. Now, student, I'm finding it 20 kilogram this one. So what is absolute error for bag? 20 kilogram by 2 plus and minus 10. So this 10 add, subtract, but he said adding, I adds. This is for what? For the total. Now let's talk about the bag. Bag is given 1 kilogram. So 1 kilogram divided by 2 plus and minus 0.5. So this is coming for bag. And this value I want to subtract, so I will subtract. I believe, students, you understood well. And now if I check it, so it is coming sharp 140 bags. So I think you got a point very clear while dividing. This is basic problem definitions of upper bound and lower bound. So I think you got it, the idea while dividing. Okay, let's go for the next question. Number 2, circles property. He's saying ABCD is a point in a circle. Okay, keep in mind all 4-point line circle is behave like a cyclic quadrilateral, and I must be show diagram. If A lies here, B lies here, C lies here, D lies here. So this will behave as what? Cyclic quadrilateral. If this is X, understood this angle will be 180 minus X. Okay, this is a cyclic quadrilateral. Okay, what the question is asking for, this I understood up till now that 4-point lies. So he said that ADX and BCX are straight lines. So I think this is a very clear, it's 2 straight lines. Further, he's saying angle this is X and this angle Y is okay. So he said explain Y and X, they are equals to each other logic. You have to give the reason, geometrical reason for each statement. So let's think how we can do it. Job number 1, how to pronounce this angle, students? I can pronounce this angle as a BCD. Angle BCD, or you can pronounce DCB. Make sure middle letter must be same. These letters can change its places. No issue at all. Okay, so what is BCD angle? Is equals to, naturally, this is a straight line. And you know, on straight line, if you have one angle given here by him is, for example, Y. How to get this answer? It is coming 180 minus Y. So I think, students, you know it. So I'm writing 180 minus Y. Reason. Reason is very clear. Angle on a straight line is supplementary. Okay, or just say that angle on a straight line. Angles on same line are supplementary. I hope so, student, you understood. Okay, it means I got this angle, this, but the other sense, if I found this second method, that this is a cyclic quadrilateral. Now I will say that angle BCD, this is a 180 minus x, because we know one angle, how to find this angle, 180 minus that. And what's the reason? Opposite angles in cyclic quadrilateral, in cyclic, what is called cyclic, student? Quadrilateral. Cyclic means if all point on the circle, not outside, like this point is not outside, wrong, must be on the circle, are supplementary, are supplementary. So I think this, student, I think you got a point very clear. Okay, so it means this. Okay, so I just drag slightly up because I have to add. Space is an issue. So student, because both angles are equal, they are same, I can put them equals to each other. Write a statement as angle BCD, or you can say common angle, because same angle, or common angle, as common angle, as common angle. This statement, if you don't write, no problem, common angle, because a common angle is common, right? Okay, is the same angle or common angle. So these two values are, because names are same, you see, I can put them equal to each other. So 180 minus y equal to 180 minus x. Here 180 cancel out, because when they go there, and multiply minus 1 or shift y here, x there. So what happens? So it means x is equals to y, proved. Question number next, he said, show triangle ABX is similar CDX. So this kind of question, similarity, is coming regularly in exam papers. So you must be good in this topic. So how we can do ABX? Where is ABX? He talk about ABX. So this triangle he talk about, a big one. So I think I should draw a big one triangle. And I must write the letters ABX. Okay, this is X. All right. This I bring down. Okay. Second, it says CDX. CDX. Where's CDX? CDX. But student, there's a problem here. You know, as we know, these two angles are equal to each other. Okay, I bring back and I show you what I'm saying. Because these angles are equal to, they must be in same position. So this triangle, if I flip this part up, this point letter, this side of triangle, if I flip up, so I will get this kind of triangle. Hold on. You see, I think you're understanding. So you can say reflection, reflecting, okay, or flipped. So this C will go up. So this is C. So this triangle, I got it. I hope so, students, you understanding what I'm saying. And this student, I will drag and I will make separate. But wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yes. I just mentioned you because my diagram shapes are not same. They are same actually. Now C is coming up, D is here, and X is here. And for your knowledge, this Y will go here because the C letter, Y. So this diagram, I make it again, the other one. This big triangle, I make again. A big triangle, I make again. And I get this. Oh, wait a minute. Now it's better. Okay, students, now it's better. And I write that this is X letter, you can see. This is B letter, you can see. And this is A letter, you can see. And this is X. You see, a student, this is a wait a minute. It's not different, but a same diagram once again I make it, because actually I want to show you now student, I think they look like similar. So X is coming here and B is here, and this letter A here is X. You see now student, this both triangle, you can see they are similar. So let me cut from here and I bring back down. You know, this is the main why I'm spending extra time here. You will come to know logic, because if this is a wrong, next part will be wrong as well. So that is a logic. I am spending some extra time on these things. Come back. Do you see? Can you sense they are similar now? Exactly like a father or son. They look like a similar if they're if we ignore the age factor. So okay, and so it means they are similar. Same story here. We can feel that they are similar. Now we have to prove there's, so first of all, X and Y equals to each other. Angle X equals to angle Y, because we have already proved Number one condition. Number two, you can see this angle X, same angle X. Sorry, this is a capital letter, or I can pronounce AXB is BCXD. And this is what is the definition for reason for common angle. How we can say common angle? How common angle? I can show you that this letter, if this triangle I make, or this triangle I make, but this is a common, okay, in both triangle. That is why. So when two triangles are equals to each other, understood, third angle will become automatically each other. So we can say that two angles. So we can say that third angle will be equal as well. What is the reason? Or I can say, or if you don't like to write the statement, there's a technical statement. This is D and B. So say angle, third one, how to pronounce CDX is ABX. And what's the reason they're equal? Because sum of the triangles is 180 degrees. Sum of the angles of triangles is 180 degree. It means if two angles are equal to each other, and if I subtract both from 180 here and 180 here, so I will get answer same. So I think it's clear. Now we can say hence. So triangle ABX, sorry, is similar to triangle. Okay, I think I should write the same statement better. And triangle CXD or CDX, no problem. And I believe you got a point very clear. And what is the criteria? By criteria, and what is the criteria? Angle, angle, angle. Because when three angles are equals to each other, so we can say that. So my criterion of triple A. And let's same question, you see now this question is totally depending upon the previous similarity rule. That is why student I'm taking extra time. If this is wrong, so this other part will wrong as well. He's saying AD, okay, AD, okay. If I take these two diagrams, this question become easy in this way. copy. And paste here. In this pasting, what happens, students? This whole page I can do easily. Come back. AD is 15. Look here, AD. Where is AD? Okay. What is DX? DX is 9. DX is 9. There's a 9. And CX is 12. This CX, wait a minute. This X is 12. And hold on. AD is 15. Where is AD? Where is AD? AD is this portion. Okay. Okay, student, then do one thing. It means first I will find the total length. Just I mentioned T for total. Or I call as an AX. If I find AX, then I can use this part. Okay. So let's talk about AX. So AX is this, student. I will find out, let's say K. This is my target number 1, AX. But we know that, and we know one more thing, CX is 12, is very interesting. And look at on the top, in this length, we have a DX also available. What is the DX length, student? Look at here. DX is 9, this 9. So I can write on this big diagram, this is 9, okay? And okay, I can give this as a K. For example, this letter is a K, this letter is a K. What is my target? So students, can I say this total length A to X is equal to K plus 9? Yes, I can write. So erase the upper part, leave it. This better. So total length become what, students? K plus 9. So I can write it now here, not K. I'm writing this length as a K plus 9. And what is my target? K is my target. How come? BC. BC is my target, and I assume BC is target. Okay. So BC is a target. So 1 minute, please. Let's go to find first of all. It means, wait a minute. I think, okay. DX is 9. DX is 9, we have already. Okay, I did not utilize AD up till now. I did not utilize AD. Okay, so where is AD? AD is, sorry, AD is given. AD is given. AD is 15, I think. Then I got 26. Let me check again. AD is 15. Yes, AD 15. Then student, I misunderstood before. Now this is, it means this is 15 plus 9 give you 24, sorry, 24. So 20, this is 24. So it means A to X total length is 24. So I am writing here 24. So I think you got the point clear now, and we have worked, and now we can find BC easily. What is a BC? How to get BC? Okay, BC is, okay, BC is, where's BC? Let me think about it. BC is in this part. So best technique was I find BX. Okay, Stuart, let's go for BX. So BX is my first target. So let's start. Length of the larger in front of X, whatever, I will keep it up. In front of X, keep it up. In front of Y, keep it down. Okay, in front of this, be 24 up. In front of this, 12 down. And I believe you understood 9 will multiply there. So, you know, 12 twos are 24, 12 twos are 24. This 2 9s are 18. So BX, I got 18 centimeter, but BX is not our target, students. BX not, BC is a target. Keep in mind, keep in mind, BX 18. Where's BX, student? BX this full 18, full 18. And I think CX, we have it. BX 18, and I think we have one more length is given, CX. So what is CX? CX 12. You see? CX how much? 12. So this is a 12, students. This is a 12. This is a 12. This. So out of 18, 12, I want to subtract. Okay? And I'll get my answer. So BC is equals to, from 18, subtract 6. and I got, subtract 12, because this 12, and I got BC length is equal to 6. This is a little bit tricky, but I think you understood well, because I have to rotate my my page again and again. Anyway, I hope so you understood well how I have done the question. Now, student, the same way, the next part, complete statement area of the AXB. AXB is this. CXD is this. So this area, how to find area of the large by area of small, length of large by length of small, and put square. You remember, students, for formulas? Length of small, length of large. Or I write, for example, height of large, height of small, length of large, length of small, no squaring, no cubing. In case of area, area of the large, area of small, length of large, length of small, I must put square. In case of volume of large, volume of small, length of large, length of small, I must put power 3. Now, because we talk about area, we will put square. Let's start. Area of the large, I don't know. Area of small, I don't know. But the length of, we can take any. For example, length of large is 24. This is a 12. I will take a similar one, which I have it. So now I put square on it. This is cancelled. I got 2. So 2 by 1. Area of the large by area of the small. And I got an area of the large by area of the small is 4:1. If I convert this into ratio format, area of the small ratio is equal to 4:1. So this is a large diagram, this is a small diagram, this is a 4, and there's a 1. And I believe you got a point very clear. So these kind of questions are very, very favorite for exams. So please work more on the similarity question. And now, in like previous years, he's especially using the reasons to prove it. So you must know the all criterias. Okay, students, question number 3. I have taken enough time on the previous question, reason because a lot of technicalities we have. Now, table shows information about the marks gained by each of 10 students. So we have to calculate range. And basic formula of the range, some student try to subtract these numbers wrong. Actually, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, these are the marks. Highest marks this, lowest marks this. So subtract. So range formula, highest value minus lowest value. Be careful, don't subtract 2 and 4. Subtract the upper values, not frequencies. So 20 minus 15 and 5 is range. Mean, how to find it? This is upper column is X, down column is X. And we have special formula for mean, and which I'm writing. Mean formula is sigma Fx over sigma F. Sigma means sum. When the sigma signs comes, it means sum. The sum, the what column? This column. This column means F. F column means add them all, which is what? 10. It means denominator I got directly without any working. Sigma F means add the all F values, which are 10. But upper number, I don't have it. Fx means product them, multiply. So I will multiply all values and add them all. So 15 fours are, look, I show you 15 into 4, maybe space, maybe problem, so drag back. So 15 into 4. So 16 into 1, I can write directly, but I'm just helping you. Then third column, 17 into 2. Next column, 18 into 1. Then next 0, I'm saving my time because space issue. And last 20 into 2. And if I add the numerator values all, so let's see. So 15 for 16 plus 16 plus 34 plus 18 plus 40. Sum is coming with me 168 by 10. And if I divide your 10 division, decimal will jump here. 1 0, 1 jump, 2 0, 2 jump, 3 0, 3 zeros, 3 jump. So 16.8. And these are marks. I believe you got a point. And student, let's go for the next. Median. We have a special formula of median. What is the median formula? We have n plus 1 divided by 2. What is n? Total frequency 10. So I got a 10 plus 1 divided by 2. I got a 5.5. And actually 5.5 student mean in the middle of fifth term and sixth term. Fifth term and sixth term. So 5.5 come in the middle. So I'm looking for the fifth term and sixth term. Actually, we can see here, you know what this technically means, students? 15 coming 4 times, 15, 15. Although we should not do this way, but just sake of your understanding, I'm showing you. And then 16 start, and 16 will come, is coming only 1 time. Then 17 starts, 17, 17. If I add them both, 4 plus 1, 5 plus 2, 7. So this is 100% seventh place. You want to see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it means seventh place is 16, but I'm looking for fifth and sixth term. So fifth is this, sixth is this. These are 2 terms I need. So I'm writing here median. Actually, answer is coming. Add them and divided by 2. And I got a 16.5, which is my final answer. And I believe you got a point. Okay. Let's go for the mode. What is the mode? Repeating number. 20 repeats 2 times, 19 repeat no time, 18 repeat 1 time. Which number repeat a maximum? 15 repeats 4 times. So some student write 4 is a mode. Wrong. 15 is a mode. Logically, which number repeats? That we must write. Question number next. This is a little tricky, but we will try to solve it, inshallah. He said the Polo means mark is 7. Okay. 7 homeworks. He get a 17. Repeat. Mean mark of 7 homework is 17. You know, student, we have a formula. What is this one is called sum of the value? What is this called number of values? What does this mean? So basic formula, I'm writing it here. Basic formula is what mean formula? Basically, the basic formula. Sum of the values over number of values. This is a basic formula. But if I multiply number of value with mean, the formula will turn to be what? Sum of the values is actually mean multiplied by a number of values. So this formula you have to keep in mind as well. Memorization, no need, because you know it how to generate is a matter of 1 step only. So if I want to find, hold on, I just tell you there are how many homeworks? 7 homeworks. Mean is this. So what is the sum of the marks of 7 homeworks? I repeat my words. So mean mark for 7 homeworks is 17. So this is mean. And formula, what? Mean into number of values. So mean is for 7 homework is 17. So I say 17 and number of values, number of homeworks are 7. If I multiply them, I get 7 times 49, 4 carry 119. So this many marks total, if we add his on all 7 homeworks. So I don't know what the individual values, but one, I think I know it. It means if I multiply mean with the number of values, I will get some of the values. So 7 homeworks, mean I knew, but marks I don't know. So when I multiply mean with the number of homeworks, I will get them total 119. Now read the next statement, same story. But now completing after 8 homeworks, the mean become like that. So I'm writing here sum of marks of not 7 homework now, 8 homeworks. So the same formula, mean into number of values. Mean of 8 homeworks is 17.5 into number of homeworks are 8. And if I multiply these two numbers, I get 140 marks. So common sense, 7 homeworks, this many marks. 8 homeworks, this many marks. Repeat. 7 homeworks, marks are 119. 8 homeworks, marks are 140. And I'm looking for, these are 7 homeworks. And these are 8. So this homework is extra. This is extra, 8th homework. So if I subtract them, I will get the 8th homework. So what is the 8th homework marks? So I subtract them, 140 minus 119, and Mabruk, Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. I believe you got a point very clear in this diagram, will help you, inshallah. Okay, so let's go for, so keep in mind this formula, whenever he give you means. So this formula will help you a lot. Okay. Next question, student, he's asking us, we have percentage scored by each 100 students. Okay. So 12 students are in this category, 0 to 30. And 18 students are this category, very clear. And he asking, find out frequency density. We have a special formula for it. And I'm writing the special formula. What is the special formula? Frequency density is equals to frequency by class width. Now, class width formula is what? Class width, the difference of these numbers. So I show you frequency for this column is 12. And class width means 30 minus 0. And if you type in calculator, it give you 12 divided by 30.4. So column number 1, I showed you in detail. Okay, rest maybe I can't show you in detail anyway. Or second column, I show again in detail. Frequency is 18 now, second column. And class width is a difference of these numbers. Don't add and divide by 2. That will use in a mean. Here, subtraction. So 50 minus 30, I got 20, and I got a 0.9. So next column, student, I'm finding directly because I think you understood the point. So now I'm doing directly. So I'm writing 35 in the numerator, this in the numerator, and divided by 10, because 60 minus 50, 10. Or I sake of understanding, I'm writing differences. 30, 50 minus 30, 20, 50 to the 10. So this is 10 minus 60 is 10. The difference of numbers 10. And this is difference is becoming 30. In this way, the chance of mistake reduces. 35 by 10, I got a 3.5. 20 by 10, I got a half. 15 by 30, again, I got a half. And I believe you got a point very well. Okay, students. And let's see how we can do it. Wait a minute. This is a 20 by 10. Sorry, this is a 20 by 10, not 10 by 20. Be careful, please. The last is correct. 20 up, 10 down, 2. 15 down, up, 30 down, 0.5. Now, student, I'm going to find it. And I'm going to solve it. Let's start. This starting from 0, ending at 30, which is middle here. But height is 0.4. For this reason, the most important thing where student getting issues is a scale, and we have a formula, value by number of boxes. For example, what is this value? 1. This difference is 1 minus 0 is 1. And number of boxes 10, so I got a 0.1. It means along y-axis, I got a scale. 1 box is 0.1. Along x-axis, I think is a common, not very hard. But if you want to scale, so 20 by 10, because 20 comes from here and 10 boxes. I got a 2. 1 box is 2. So let's start, students. 0 to 30. 0 is here, 30 is in the middle here, and height is 0.4. So this is, as I said, 0.1 is 1. So 0.1, 2, 3, 4. 4 boxes. And why I stop here? Because 30. And this is shading is not compulsory. If you do it, good. Next column number 2, starting from 30, ending 50, height 0.9. 0.9 is where one box below than 1. And ending 50, 50 is in the middle somewhere. Not somewhere, we know it. Okay, so this is a second diagram, second frequency, second column. These are called columns or called rectangles. No problem at all. Third one, starting from 56, ending 60, height is 3.5. Where is 3.5? 3 is here, 4 is here, 3.5 in the middle. So this market is good for you. And ending what? 60, which is very close to it. 50 and 60. And I believe you're understanding, students, very well. Nothing hard. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Done. And let's talk about last column. Last column is saying, starting from 60, ending 70, height is 2. Starting from 60 is here, ending 70 is here, in the middle, height is 2. So I believe the point is clear. Last, starting 70, ending 100, height 0.5. 0.5 is in the middle here, 5 boxes. So I hope so, student, you got this concept very clear. And let's go for next question. Question number 4, he's saying, what a question number 4? He said, find the volume of pyramid. How to find volume of pyramid? Basic formula, we have what? Let me write a formula. 1/3 base area into height. Like a cone, if you have a cone, so student, what is the formula of the cone? You will understand, inshallah. Cone, what is this circle area, cross area? So what is called a base area into height, and 1/3. Same formula here. Only difference is here base area is circle, 1/3 pi r square into h, because circle area pi r square. But in this option, this is not a circle, this is a rectangle, sorry, square, 12 and 12. So this is a square. And what is the square formula? All of you know it. So length into length. So 12 times 12, and height of the object is 9. And we type in calculator, I get a 432 centimeter cube. And I believe the point is very clear. Total surface, this is important question. That is why it has a 5 marks. Actually, total surface area, if we unfold it, hold on, this I drag slightly up. Okay, look at now. If I unfold this triangle, this is triangle, unfold. So I get this kind of triangle. If I unfold this, I get this kind of triangle. If I unfold this side, I get this kind of triangle. And back, I unfold, I go. So this kind of 4 rectangles and plus 1 square. And this triangle, 4 triangles, this triangle and this triangle and this triangle and this, all triangles areas are equals to each other. So it means I can say that total surface area, TSA, but it's not a prism. This is simple square area plus triangle area into 4. This is a planning. And 12 times 12, I get 144 base area. It's not a problem. Problem is on triangle. How to get the area of this space? Let's try to find it. I will make a line on this space, such like this, that if you have this triangle, and this is, I drop a perpendicular 90 degree, 90 degree. So this space, if you compare and with this, same thing, repeat. F on the top, F on the top. C at this corner, C at this corner. B here, B here. This length is 12, this length is 12. I think now you feel better. Now problem is this is behaving like a height of triangle. 90 degree, 90 degree. So what is area of this kind of triangle? Half into base into height. Base is 12, height is this blue line. So formula I'm writing here. So half into base. Base is a very clear 12. Only thing is left height. If I get height, question finish, inshallah. Now let's see how we can get this line. Okay, look, step by step we are approaching. Okay, for this line, I have a planning. What is the plan? So let me erase these boxes. Okay, look, how much this 12? This is 12. How much this 12? 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. So can I say this all 12? So this is also 12, exactly. So can I say half is this is 6? Exactly. So can you see this triangle? Exactly. So this triangle I'm going to make separate, in which 90 degree, this is called M. This is not mentioned. I take N. N is used or not? No, I use this N. And this gap is 6. And this gap is 9. And this is F to N. F this top. So if I find this, I will get my answer. So I'm going to use Pythagorean theorem. So this diagram, I cut from here and I paste down. I think space problems, okay, I paste here. And student, I'm finding it here. I'm finding slightly down here. So how to find x in front of 90 degrees? This is called hypotenuse square equal to opposite plus adjacent. So x to power 2 is equals to 6 square plus 9 square. And root of the whole thing. So this will give me this blue height, this blue. I means this height. So let's try to find it. So 6 square, 13, 36, and 9 square is 81. So root 117. So this is coming root 117. And I believe, student, you got an idea very clear. And now I just type in calculator. Half into 12 into 4 into root 117. And my answer is coming 403.599. But I write 3SF. I don't want, which I don't want, add. Because this number is bigger. Basic criteria, if we have a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, we never add. But a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we always add 1. So that is what is bigger than 4, I will add. So answer is coming finally with me is 404. And this is centimeter square. I believe you got a point very clear. This was a little tricky question, but alhamdulillah rabbil alamin, done. Read a question. A toy made of cone and hemisphere is obviously clear. We have diagram tells us, and the radius for both is r. Height slant, height is 3r. Total surface of toy is 304. Total surface area of this, because not a prism, so we can't use that long formula. What is the formula? Cone surface area plus hemisphere surface area. Cone is pi r l, even mentioned here, or you have to memorize it. And full surface area of the football or sphere is what? 4 pi r square. But I need a half. So 4 pi r square and half become what? Half time to 4 pi r square. And problem is only the radius is r. Slant height is given 3r. These two cancel, radius again r. But total surface area given by him is 304. Now algebra. Look, students, one step of mensuration and rest all steps algebra. So that is why. And slant height, sorry, I did not write for 3r. I made my mistake. So I have to now 304. So r into r will give us r squared. So 3 pi r square, 2 pi r square. So r squared pi match. So 3 and 2 will add 5 pi r square. See, algebra. This will divide. So only one best way, improve algebra. Now power 2 will shift there, become root. And now student, I'm typing in calculator. And students, square root 304 divided by what? 5 pi. And I get it. What answer? So radius become 4.39923. I don't want. And when I add 1, this is basically 39. In 39, when I add 1, become 40. So this becomes 4.40. So you write like this. Correct answer. Or you write like this. Correct answer. I hope so. You're understanding. Alhamdulillah, please memorize the formula in best way. Read, write, and write. Okay, question number 5. Factorization. These kind of questions are favorite. Step number 1, multiply first value with the last value, including signs. Negative 12 into x square, I get negative 12x square. After that, though both terms, I will copy x square and I will copy minus 12. And then find out all possible ways to get 12. Step number 1, 12 ones are 12, 6 twos are 12, and 4 threes are 12. Which pair adding or subtracting will give you minus 1? So only this, if I add, subtract, I got a 13 and 11, no way, gone, this only. But I need minus 1. So naturally, if you write plus 4 minus 3 will give you plus 1, wrong. And negative 4x and plus 3, I get it negative 1x, correct. So these values I'm going to plug in here in any order. I write negative 4x and I write plus 3x. Now, student, from these values, what is common? Common part is very clear, x. X gone, x gone. Here, only 4 left, but out of 2 x's, 1 gone, 1 left. And from here, obviously, 3 common, and I get x and 4. And very interesting part, I discussed many times. If this sign and this sign are same, then outside must be positive. But if this sign, this are opposite, then I must put here minus sign. But now I put plus sign. Okay, alhamdulillah. And when I write plus sign, this plus remains plus and minus remains minus. Do they match? Yes, they match. I will take common out. Gone. X minus 4 common out. What left? X plus 3 left. So my answer, x minus 4 go out and x plus 3 is left behind. So student, let's go for this. You see that luckily this is matching. So without any working and any hesitation, this answer will replace. But upper part is applicable formula of a squared minus b squared. Square of what value? Square of what value? A and b. Number in the brackets, 1 time add and 1 time subtract. Apply same property here. Square of two numbers, X comes here, and what number give you square? So 4. And now these two values in the bracket, 1 time plus, 1 time minus. Now this student will same cancel out, and this is my final answer. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Go for next question. These kind of questions are very favorite for exam nowadays because, and he put always negative sign. Mostly he put negative sign because a lot of check of your knowledge here. Because you know that this negative sign, if I write here, students, and put a big bracket compulsory, and here I'm using squaring identity. You like to write 2x minus 3 into 2x minus 3. Make sure both sign must same. Multiply, 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 but no problem at all. But is it time? It takes time and risk is there. But I do the squaring identity technique. So have a look. So I will put a 1 bracket square, -2 into first term into second term plus second term square. This negative came due to this negative. So here, first term square plus 2 into first term, second term plus second term square. This plus 2 came due to plus sign. It means plus, so minus, so minus. And 2 will come always, no other number. And now these 2x will come in first 2 brackets. This 3 will go in next 2 brackets. Again, x will go in first 2 brackets. 1 will go in next 2. Make sure this negative will not go with value. Make sure. Now, students, square of 2, square of x. I have seen as a teacher, some student writing only 2x square. Wrong. Because by mistake, they don't take square of 2. So I get a 4x square. 2 2s are 4. This 4 multiplied 3. I got a 12x. Square of 3 is 9. Okay, now I'm doing same here. X square plus 2x and plus 1. Now when I expand the bracket, students, here no effect will come. But here all signs will change. And will change. X square negative, 2x will become negative, 1 become negative. And I have to erase this bracket. 4x squared and minus x. Opposite sign subtract. I got a 3x squared. -12, -2. Same sign, add. I got -40. 9 and opposite sign subtract. I got 8. This is my final answer. Make a single fraction of this. You know, basically, I always teach my students this concept. Whenever 3 by 2 and 5 by 7. So first question, ask yourself, can you take a common from 2 and 7? Can you divide on one common table? Answer is no. When answer is no, then in this situation, the LCM is the product of both numbers. 2 7s are 14. And this option, this 7 will multiply there, and this 2 multiply there. So it means 3 times 2, 7, and plus 5 times 2, 2. Same situation here. Can I take something common like this? Answer is no. So product of both numbers is the LCM. Now this value will multiply there, and this value multiply there. So 2x plus 4 is already there into x minus 3. And x times to x plus 1. And finally, if we continue, what happens, students? This will multiply and multiply. So let's see what answers turn to be. 2x to power 2, and this with that, -6x. This with that, plus 4x. This with this, -12. This with this, -x squared. Negative into positive, negative, and I get a -x. And down, some student asked me, can we multiply? Answer is no. It's only possible if we have equal to some number, like 1 or 2. In this kind of question, you are bound to multiply a denominator. But in this situation, no need. 2 square x square subtract, I got only x square. Okay, and this, which you subtract, you got a -2. And -2, -1 become -3x. And this 12 alone. And I believe you understood well, student, of this whole working. So, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, let's go for next question. Next question, okay, 3. This is also since June 2020. Every year it is coming. Since June 2020. Okay, was not in our syllabus, but since that's added. Now you have 3 choices. You can start from this product, no problem, this product, no problem, this product, no problem. But I will do one thing. I will do from this product, although no any reason. X into 2x, I got 2x to power 2. X into 1, I get a x. 5 into 2, I got 10x. 5 into 1, I got a 5. Okay. Don't multiply until you simplify. 2x squared. Solve these two. -10, we got a -9 with the x. And -5. Now I will multiply this with each number. Do it carefully. 2x to power 3, -9x to power 2, -5x. Now this -3 will multiply all. -6x to power 2, negative, positive 327, negative, positive 3 5s are 15. X cube, I'm copying, x square, -9, -6 becomes -15. 27 positive, and here negative, we subtract, we got 22x and plus 15. So students, I hope so you understood well how I have done this question. So let's go for next. This is another important, and this again since June 2020, it is coming regularly. Before it was not in our syllabus. He picked from 11th grade and shifted in 12 in 10 grade 10. Okay, this is called line logic because power x and y are 1, so we got a line always. Okay, this is a power 2 is a parabolic curve. We get this kind of graph. And they are intersecting at 2 points. So I believe you got my point. I will solve them. I have many choices, but even a good choice is what? If I make it y subject, so this 3 will disturb us. But if I make it x subject, is easier. So I will bring this value here. So this equation will give me what? X is equal to 13 plus 3y. This is x value I got from here, and I'm going to plug in this is equation number 1, this equation number 2. And this I said put in 2. So this x value, I'm going to plug in it here. But problem, there's a 2 square. It means I will put, see, this square I kept here. -9y I kept from, copy from here. So only in the bracket here, I will copy this value. 13 plus 3y. Now, student, I will do same squaring identity. First term square plus 2 into first term into second term plus second term square. -9y as it is, -116 come left side if I bring it here. Okay, so this 13 will come in first two brackets. 3 will go in next two brackets. I got 2. 13 square is 169. First 2 into 13, we got it, whatever, 26 multiply with that. So, and I'm getting 78y. Square of 3, square of 5. I get a 9y squared minus 9y minus 116. Okay, now 2 will multiply each number inside. So 169 into 2, I got 338. 78 into 2 give you 156. And 2 nines are 18y squared. I believe no any difficulty. You see algebra. And now I'm writing in order. First, the highest power 2. Now this y value, I will copy then. And wait a minute, I think I did a mistake here. This 164, 156y. Now there's two values of y, 156 and minus 9. I got a 147. Now this number and this number. So 338 positive and that negative, you know it becoming plus 222. Okay, and we can go for direct quadratic formula even, or I can check. Wait a minute, yes. I can go for quadratic formula directly or divide by some comma, but I think we can apply. What is this number A? What is this number B? And what this number C? If they're negatives, then I must take it. Now y equal to negative b plus and minus b squared minus 4ac by 2a. 2b's, so 147 will come from here and here. Now 2a is 18. So 18 come here and here. And 222 is C. And now students, I am typing in calculator. Minus 147. Okay, a best technique students, the root part, you type separate. So 4 times to 18 into 222, I got 75. So this answer, including root, is 75. And 36. At least you must show this working, and this 2 steps are compulsory. Now you give you direct answer, no problem at all. Direct means you give directly answer from here, 2 answers. You know how to get 2? One time use plus, one time use minus. So I'm using this whole. Look, I show once. Minus 147 plus 75 over 36. And minus 147 minus 75 over 36. And now I'm giving you direct answers. Minus 47 plus 75 and divided by 36, I get negative 2. And the other one, student, let me check what is coming with me. It is coming negative 37 over 6. So two y values I got it, students. I will plug in both values either in 2 or 1. But 2 is very complicated because power 2. But 1 is very easy. So I copy paste 1 and I use it there. So this equation, I'm using it here. Okay, I believe you got it. Why I paste here. Now negative 2 will go here. This value will go here. So 13 plus 3 times 2, negative 2. And against negative 2, the value I am getting is 6. So I got a 7 after subtracting. So I got a x7y minus 2. I'm writing here. x7y negative 2. One pair. Second, if I plug in this value here, 13 plus 3 times 2 minus 37 over 6. And I type in calculator, I will get answer negative 11 over 2. So it means x value negative 11 over 2 and y value is negative 37 over 8. So if you write a fraction form, no problem at all. If you write decimal, even no problem. Okay, both are acceptable. And let's go for next plan. Next question. Next question we have here. He has given this triangle, number 6 question number, that this 54, this 68, but this length is given. He said, okay, we check, this is given, okay, this is given, okay, and this is given. And one extra length, 12.8, but he did not mention anyway. AC is a target. This is a target, AC. Common sense. Okay, first majority people look upon this triangle, but this triangle is not meaningful. Like this is not enough data, because for sine rule, what is the sine rule technique? Sine rule technique. If this is given, for example, 30, this is a 10, one pair must given. If pair given, I can use sine rule. Otherwise, cosine rule. This is a very best way of planning. First of all, check any 90 degree, no. If 90 degrees is there, then I can use SOHCAHTOA. TOA and Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square. So best technique of thinking, think about 90 degree given, yes, apply these two. Not given, leave it. Go for pair. Pair given, sine rule. Not given, cosine rule. So step by step. But I think this triangle is not helping us. And majority students concentrate on this line. But I will eliminate this line. Eliminate. Can you see a big triangle now? Yes. Can you see one pair given? Exactly. So it means, student, I will concentrate on big triangle. Top letter A, this letter B, here C, 68. You know, if you make extra diagram, question become easy. And 54 given here, and this is my target. This is, I can say, small b in front of B, small b in front of C, small c. If you don't make it, no problem. Let's start. So B by this one, B by sine of 54, and 17 by 2 over this. So 17.2 over sine of 68. It will multiply there. It will turn to be this form. And now, student, I'm typing in calculator. Okay, and hold on, let me check. The answer is coming with me 15.0079. So repeat, 007. Let me check again. Yeah, 007. I don't want. So this is answer of AC, which is a B or AC, same thing, is equal to 15. I hope so clear. So student, in this sense, I got this length now. Alhamdulillah, sorry, this length. So I'm writing now here 15. And this 15 will help us in other options even. Next part, he said that 12.8 here. Find AM. Where is AM? AM is this. Now, question comes in our mind, how we can find this length? Because again, we have one issue. And what is that issue? 12.8 is given. So what is the method to work on it? So we have one choice. We can have two techniques, but have a look now. Two sides given and middle angle given. So first I checked, is sine rule applicable in this triangle? Answer comes no. Reason, look, if I concentrate this triangle, this side is given, angle not given. This angle given, side is not given. This side is given, angle not given. So sine rule flopped. And we have one choice left, only cosine rule. And look at here, two side and the middle angle. This is a rule of cosine rule. Two rules are there, two sides and one angle. And all three sides given, second rule. So cosine rule. So I think I can work on this triangle. Look, this triangle I can work. All right. And this 15 and 12.5 and 8. So how to write it? So this is a C, this opposite C square. So I'm writing C square, and this in front of this is A and this is M. So C square equal to A square plus M square, negative 2 times to AM into cos of capital C. Now students, I plug in the numbers. For your knowledge, in front of A, this is called small a. Front of M, small m. So I plug in the numbers. So 12.8 square plus 15 square, 2 times 2, 12.8 into 15 into cos of 68. So this kind of formula, because there's 3 marks, so minimum you have to show 2 or 3 marks, 3 steps. Okay, let me type all together, and don't break this in typing in calculator. Okay, type all together. If I type all together, student, I get 244.991. Take a root. If I take a root, I get a 15.65 and 21. After rounding, I don't want. So AM become 15.7. Because I must round it because that number is bigger than 4. Okay, so this is done. A short distance he is asking to find from A to BC, short distance. Okay, I always give an idea. A to BC. Okay, for example, student, and one man standing here. And this is a line. So which is the closest to you? For example, this, and this. This is 90 degrees. So naturally, there's a more distance, the more smallest distance is this. So it means I have to draw a perpendicular. Now, A to BC, I will do what? I will draw a perpendicular. 90 degree, 90 degree. Now, which triangle I can take, the left side triangle or right side triangle? And to find out this distance, this red line. So I think this is okay because 68, 15 both given. So this triangle I will use. Top letter is A. This is 90 degree at not letter. So P, I write a P for perpendicular. This C, this 15, and here 68. Here unknown. I bring it down, students. I think okay. Use SOHCAHTOA logic, 90 degree given. And what is the rule of SOHCAHTOA? In front of 90 degree, this length is always called hypotenuse. In front of angle is always called opposite. So opposite by, I'm going to SOHCAHTOA. Opposite by hypotenuse is where? Here, no. Here, no. Here, yes. So sine theta opposite by hypotenuse. Theta is 68 degree. Opposite is x. Hypotenuse 15. 15 multiply here. So shortest distance, if I want to find, I will simply type in calculator. So 15 times 2 sine 68. So 13.9. I hope so. You got it well. 13.9 centimeters. And let's go for question number next. Question number next we have is here 3q, 3q. So 3 times 2q values, which is -4 and 5. I got -12 and 15. Over. Let me recheck. 3 times 2q, 3 4s are 12, 15. Okay. And here subtraction, P is writing here, Q I'm writing here. So upper 8 minus plus, -5 minus 5. I got 12 and -10. And what is this? Modulus of this. And modulus means whenever looking for the modulus, students, like a Pythagorean theorem, 12 square plus -10 whole square. So when I type in calculator, I'm getting, students, 15.6204, but 15.6 is my answer. I believe you got a point, and let's go for next part. He's saying here that this is A, you can see, this is B, you can see, and now this is ratio MS ratio 5, MS, so this 5, SN ratio 3, so this is 3, and total ratio from here to here is 8. He is asking position vector of S. Whenever position vector, it may start from O. I have two paths, O to N, N to S, or O to M, M to S. I can go any one path. Okay, I'm going for O to M, M to S. What is O to M? Obviously A. But MS, I don't know. So I'm writing V for vector, R for ratio. What I'm looking for, MS. I will write here MS. What is MS ratio? 5. What vector I need and what ratio of that I write in front of each other. Okay, now problem is that SN vector even I don't have. So I will write 5 one time and I will write the bigger one, 8. 8 coming here down, but interesting. I'm coming from top to down, MS, and this is MN. Please make direction same. So MN I'm writing here. Now question comes with you, sir, I don't have MN. I will find inshallah, don't worry. Multiply. 8 times 2 MS equal to 5 times 2 MN. Okay, this 8 will go down. So MS is 5 by 8 times 2 MN. So this value, I'm copying it here. So 5 by 8 times 2 MN. Now MN. How to get this vector MN, students? M to O, O to N. Okay, I'm writing here MN vector is M to O, O to N. M to O going backwards, so -A. O to N is B, I'm writing B. This value I'm copying here. -A plus B. Expand the brackets plus into minus, and 5 by 8 into B also. And there are two A's, take LCM. 8 is LCM. So if 8 matching, upper -5A copy. But if A nothing, under A nothing, 8, 8 will multiply. And this is remain same. And finally, out of 8, 5 gone, 3 by 8 times 2A, and 5 by 8 times 2B. This is my answer of OS. And I believe the point is very clear. And let's go for next question. Question number next is 8. Okay, what I said, that's sketch the graph. Again, I repeat. So these kind of questions now coming regularly, and I'm going to tell you some special graphs. Okay, and this is let me teach you something extra. Okay, and first of all, for your knowledge, students, I will go on this calculator, and I show you whenever I have a power x, for example, 2x plus 3. You see, it is cutting 3. Okay, now I have another question. Negative 3x plus 4. Okay, or if I make it, I think clear. So now I just show you what is a thing important, okay, for knowledge. So attentive, please. So when you talk about these two curves, lines, line number 1, y is equals to 2x plus 3. Line number 2 is y is equals to negative 3x plus 4. This is negative gradient, and this is a positive gradient here, positive. So for your knowledge, so you can see, students, when positive gradient, all these lines, they have positive gradient. All these lines, they have negative gradients. You see, concentrate. You see this one will negative. So this blue line is a negative. So this way. And you know, this number is called y-intercept, where it cut the y-axis. And this 3 is a y-intercept where it cut the y-axis. So see the blue line cutting at 4 and the red line cutting at 3. So I think it's very clear. So this is a straight line graph, and I believe you're understanding what I'm saying. Now let's move on power 2 graphs. So power 2 graphs, when we get a parabolic curve, you can see. But if I make it here negative x square, so it will flip in x-axis, reflect in x-axis. So see this negative x square, you see a purple graph, you know, it is a reflect in x-axis. Okay, if I talk about next curves, for example, if I talk about x to power 3, you know, x to power 3, x to power, okay, sorry, this 3 power. Okay, and if I say that plus 3x and plus 2, or I make it here, for example, x squared. You see, it has a 2 turning point. Okay, and if I just multiply the whole equation with a -1, so whole graph will reflect in x-axis. Anyway, this is extra knowledge, is enough. X cube is clear. Let's talk about exponential. When 2 to power is x coming, for example, you see, you get this kind of curve. Or 3 to power x will come, you get this kind of graph. But if you take a negative x, it will go this way. I think all clear. So it means this extra knowledge, this is giving 2 to power x, 3 to power x. What about 4 to power x? Same this way, okay? And what about exponential, e to power, e? Let me show you exponential e exponential. Writing style is different here in this calculator. EXP stand for exponential. And let me erase the other one. You see, this is a exponential graph. Hold on. So I believe you got my point. Every time it cut x-axis. And let's talk about a one last. Then we have a whenever 1x divided by x, we get this kind of hyperbola, okay? Even 1 comes or 2 comes or even 3 comes or even 4 comes, 4 by x, 3 by x, 4 by x, 5 by x, 1 by x, you see? So this kind of thing we get it. So I hope so you understood well. Now let's talk about this one. So can you see this negative sign? Correct. 100% its gradient is negative. Gradient was negative. And what is y-intercept? It cutting the y-axis. Y-axis cutting y-intercept is 4. And it means I can make a table also, students, make a table, two values. I can plug in x0. When I plug in, I get a 4. Okay, x0, y4. So I make a plan 1, 2, 3, 4, somewhere here. Okay, if I plug in any number, for example, if I plug in here 1, x1, okay, x1. So 1, 3, 3, and 4 minus 3 is coming 1. So 1, 1. Where's 1, 1? 1 and 1. So this is a line. If I make a line, and I believe you're understanding how I got, it has a negative gradient for sure and cutting at 4. This number you must show to examiner. Not must, I can say, because sketch, so rough idea. So if one student make this way, one student make slightly this way, all, but don't go below x-axis. It must be here, no problem. So this is the best, I think, clear. So if it is coming positive gradient, students, so line will come this way. I think clear, right? So let's talk about this one, negative x square. Normally, student, we have this kind of parabolic curve. Okay, normally we have this kind of parabolic curve. This point must meet origin, but it's not a positive, it's a negative. So what will happen, students? So I will reflect. So this graph will come this way. So it means a raise upper, and this is my answer. And suppose in exam you don't know, but because it's not a straight line, it's a parabolic. Okay, best technique of this kind of question, -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. Plug in these numbers, you will get answer. Negative, for example, -2 square, you got a -4. Here, -1, 0, plus 1, -1 here, and -4. You see, -1, we have this point. -2, -4, -2, -4. So I show you -2, -4. You see, here x negative, and here y -4. I believe you got a point. So if you don't memorize these graphs, no problem. At least make a table. Straight line, 2 points enough. Except straight line, all other graphs, you need 4 or 5 points minimum to get it. So I think all students understanding. I have done in a short interval, I explain all. Okay. And some technical terms. So exponential, whenever you say exponential graph is called e to the power x. So graph will come this way. It will cut a y-axis at a 1 and then parallel to x-axis. This is the whole story. Exponential cubic graph. What is a cubic? Cubic means power. Some students don't understand what cubic means. Power 3. So we get this kind of graph. Okay, I hope so clear. So I think the point is clear. Let's go for next question. He's saying find coordinates of stationary point, turning point. The word turning point or word stationary point, both are same. Both are same. So, and what is the turning point? For example, this curve turns. When a curve turns, that's for example, this turn. At this turning point, if I draw a tangents, these tangents are parallel to x-axis. And all of you know, a tangent parallel to x-axis, it has a zero gradient. So gradient is equals to 0. And gradient second name is called derivative dy over dx. Because gradient and derivative same thing. Okay, so like one person has the two names, so as we can say here, gradient or derivative same meanings. Okay, so it means what is the technique to get it? Because power 3 is there. If highest power 3, 100%, it has two turning point. This time negative sign came. So if positive x cube come, we have this kind of graph. If negative x cube will come, so we have this kind of graph. So it become like this. I hope so you understood. This is a negative x cube. Okay, I hope so you got my point. Positive x cube start from top, right hand side, and open like this. And this is negative x cube is like this. So it means had again two turning points. So you can see negative x cube. So it means I have a roughly, I just make it, this is a expected graph. Okay, this is a expected. Or I can start like this, even no problem. So this and this. But how to get this point? These points, these are called turning points or stationary point because graph turns. So I will plug in derivative 0. But first of all, I will find differentiation. All of you familiar? The rule of differentiation. What is the rule of differentiation? Constant number alone becomes 0. And it's 9. So 2 will multiply with 9. 2 9s are 18. And from power 1 less. 1 you write or you don't write, no problem. This 3 multiplies down, so 3 multiplied 2, I got 6x to power 2. So I believe you got my point. And now after this, I must put derivative equals to 0. Reason is very simple. Gradient 0, that is why. So when I plug in 0 here, students, so I get what? I get a 18x minus 6x to power 2 is equal to 0. You write 0 here, or you write 0 here, no problem. Okay, or even here, no issue. Okay, now you can take 6 and x common out, or I think this 6 and x common is best idea. 6 3s are 18, and this x. How come? Because this x gone out of 2x is 1 gone, 1 left. And 3 table 6 3s are 18 and 6 1s are 6. Actually, we have no number means 1. So whenever the product of two parts equal to 0 comes, we say either first part 0 or second part 0. So let's try to find it. 6x is equals to 0 and 3 minus x is equals to 0. And this 6 will divide and I will get 0. And this x will go there, and I get x is equals to 3. But he said, no, we need y coordinates even. So then I'm going to find y coordinate. If x0 and x is 3, plug in both values one by one equation. Look, I show you. I believe, inshallah, you will understand. When I plug in 0 there, I will get 10. How come? Because 0 to power any power is 0. Okay, wait a minute. Maybe space, maybe issue. So slightly drag left side. Okay, and slightly drag this. Okay, so now I plug in. So when I plug in 0 even here, 0 to power 3. And 0, 0, this both 0, 10 left. So it means x0, y10. So I got x0, y10. This is my first answer. Same pattern, 3 plug in there. I show you once. 10 plus 9, 3 to power 2 minus 2, and 3 to power 3. I hope so, students understanding. And now I'm just typing in calculator, and hold on, it is 37 is coming. I just type in calculator. It means x is 3, y is 37 is my answer. Okay, so 5 marks for this stationary coordinates. How to get stationary coordinate? I hope so you understood very well. Okay, let's go for next. Is a nature. What is called nature? I just tell you nature. Whenever nature, he's asking to determine the nature. He did not mention nature, but maximum minimum deal as a nature. So he can use a word nature word, or he can use a word minimum maximum. So how to decide this point? This is a peak. Top peak is called maximum point. And how to read this one is minimum point. So it's maximum and minimum point we have. How to get it this maximum minimum? We have a criteria. What are the criteria we have? Have a look. So second derivative is equal to 0. Sorry, it's a positive is called point of minimum. Like this goes down, this is a minimum point. And same way, if I have a second derivative is negative, is called point of maximum or maxima. For example, this point. So I think you got my point. So let's try to find second derivative. This is the first derivative we have done already. Let's go second derivative. Same technique, only I write d2y over dx2. Make sure this 2 will come on d and this 2 will come on x. Writing style by the mathematicians, that is why. So, we same rule. What is 18x derivative become 18? Logic, because x the differentiation is 1. Or if you don't know, so what is the power of x is 1. So I just show you. 1 comes down, will multiply 18 and power become 1 less. So x to the power 0 is 1. And that I got 18. So then what is this one? What is the other one? So this 2 will come down and multiply with 6 and power become 1 less. This. Now, student, I'm going to use this both one by one. So at x is equals to 0, I have taken this and this. Y has a no concern, okay, of the nature. I will plug in both x values one by one in this. So when I plug in 0 in the second differentiation, students, I get 18 minus 12 times to 0. I got a positive 18. And positive means point of minima. And if I plug in 3 here, so let's see what's answer comes. Second derivative is actually equals to 18 minus 12 times to 3. I got 36, so negative 18. And negative means point of maxima. So this is coming, this is we're getting maximum. It means, as I said before, this is actual graph. So you see, because it's due to negative x negative, so we have a this kind of, did he ask sketch? No. So this kind of graph, I get it, this kind of graph. Okay, and coordinates is 0, 10, x0, y10, and x0, y10. So this is x0, y10. Even we know minimum. Okay, at this point, what is the coordinate? x3, y37. x3, y37. Even you can see from here that this diagram, no need to show examiner. Okay, students? So this x0 means cutting the y-axis, okay? So that's graph can be is like this. Just a rough idea I make it. No need to make it accurate. This diagram roughly I make it. This y is coming, this y-axis in this 0, because you know it on y-axis, x is always 0. That is logic. This diagram, I repeat my words, not compulsory to make. If you make it, okay. Otherwise, not compulsory to show to examiner, just for your knowledge. Okay, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Let's go question number 9. Question number 9, Jenna and Kamal each invest $8,000. Okay, so this is called investment. This is called P. And at the end of 12 years, okay, this is called T. Each have this one. So this is called A. A is called final amount, including, because A stand for his profit, I, and his investment, P. I stand for profit. I stand for interest or his profit. And P stand for his investment, his own money, his investment or his money, same thing. Okay, so this is very clear. So let's see how we can do this kind of question. He's saying J invests account a simple interest, simple, and rate of R. So we need to find R. Formula I is equals to P RD divided by 100. So we know at the end of 12 years. So problem is that if a P is $8,000, okay, no problem. R is a small, okay, right. T is 12, okay, right. But problem is only one getting. What is the I value? Some students by mistake, they plug in this value here. Total wrong. You cannot put this value. And logically, A is equal to I plus P. So I have to plug in I value. A is called his net amount, which is 12800. I is unknown and P is investment. So student, this equation will help us. This will go and subtract from here, and out of 12800, if I subtract, $8,000. So what I get, it is coming, yes, 4,800. Okay, it's coming 4,800. So 4,800 is a profit. This value I can plug in it here. So make sure, this is a common mistake. Students put directly this number here, or they put this number here and this number here. So be careful. These two zeros cancel. I got 80 left and 12 left. Multiply with the R will go down. So 4,800 divided by 80 and divided by 12 will give us this one. So if I check it, I got a sharp 5%. And I believe the point is very clear. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. And let's go for next part. And what is next part, students? Next part is K invest in an account. Second person, okay? He invests this, that's his amount. Because let me tell you, this is a top title paragraph, implements on I and implements on part 2. So that is why in his investment, it remains P. So investment is P and time remains 12 years, and A becomes $12800 because of the end of 12 years, he has money. Because you talk about compound interest, so compound interest formula you are familiar, 1 plus R over 100 to power T. Same formula used for other situations. I just tell you extra knowledge. Exponentially increase, okay, or exponentially decrease. So increase or exponentially increase word if it comes, or decrease comes. In increase, we put plus sign, and decrease, we put here negative sign. So this is another technique to understand. Okay, extra knowledge. Okay, now I will plug in the numbers. 12800. P is 8,000. Rate of interest is small r here. And time is what we have. Time is 12 years. And what student, this is multiplying factor will go down and divide. So I got 12800 divided by 8,000 and 1 plus r over 100 to power 12. Do you know, student, when any number power goes there, power flips. Actually, power 12 means 12 by 1. And with flips, 1 will go up and 12 will go down. So it means it will become this double zero cancel, 128 by 80, and power will become 1 over 12. Okay, now student, this one will subtract. So let me type up till now everything. 128 divided by 80 and power 1 over 12. And this answer subtract 1. And I got a 0.03994. And here are over 100. 100 will multiply. So this decimal will jump two values. So it becomes 3.994. So this is a percentage of the ratio, and I believe you got a point very well. So let's go for the next part. Hold on, this is okay. Now, yeah, luckily it came the question, same thing, growth exponentially. It means this, we can do it. Okay, so so population of the city is growth exponentially is rate 1.8% per year. And the population now is 260,000. Okay. The number of the complete years, complete year, not 10.5, not 2.9. It's a short number from the now when the population will first be more than, like as population crosses this number. So this kind of question we will do by a special technique, and that is called trial and error method. Okay, first of all, I'm writing a sentence by trial, error. We can do this question by logarithm method even, but logarithm, I will not teach you. Some students get issues, and that is why I'm writing. So what is the formula? A is equals to P1 plus R over 100 to power T. So I will plug in some numbers. Okay, student, let's say time, I don't know. Okay. So you can do, student, type in calculator and check when it is coming that particular time. Okay. So I check with for example, I check with let's say I check with a 7 or 8. Okay. For example, if I check with 7, so let's plug in the numbers. So I get what? This is a 2006, this 3 more zeros, 1.8 over 100 to power 7. So I'm typing in a calculator, and you can type parallel with me. 1 plus 1 by 8 over 100, and the power is 7. I am getting answer what, students? So A is coming 294,583.07, which is slightly less. Then I will plug in 8. So in calculator, don't erase the values, you know it very well. Just change the 7 by 8. And let's see what answer turned to be. Okay, let me check. It is coming 299,885. Still, it's slightly less. Now I try with 9. Okay, student, when I check 9 is coming, what answer? 305283.51. So this is a number crosses first time. So it is a time, so 9 years. So N is equals to, T is equal to number of years, T. So T is equals to what? 9 years. So students, believe you got a point very clear. And I think, okay, let's go for next question. Next question, what we have, students, if we talk about this one, number 10, he has graph functions. Please plug in the values. And what is the common mistake as a teacher I observed? Student never put bracket. Please put bracket. For example, here, if you don't put bracket, you get a wrong answer. When I plug in -3 in each x value, I will get what? I will get negative 2.5. Okay, when I plug in the second number, I check negative 0.5 replace there. Someone can ask me, what can I show this? Is this compulsory to show the examiner? No, you can do directly or show, no problem at all. I got negative 1.25 with this one. And when I plug in 1 is a 6 plus 2, 8, out of 8, 2.6 gone, so 5.5. I hope so clear. Let's plotting. Before plotting, the most important thing is a scale. Okay. And I just taught you the formula value divided by number of boxes. What is the value? Look at here, student. I can take this one, even one. If I take 1, then 5 boxes. If I take 2, then 10 boxes. I think I take 1. 1 by 5, sorry. Because 1 come from here and 5 come from number of boxes 5. So I got 0.2. So 1 box is 0.2. And what about x-axis? See, 1 is here and boxes are 20. So 1 is 1 over 20. If I check it, 1 over like this, okay? And it will give you 0.05. So 1 box is 0.05. Multiply both into 2, okay? So 2 boxes is giving us 0.1. You can check in calculator, students. It means I can say that there's a 1 box is 0.5. But what is a 2 boxes? This is a 2 boxes, 0.1. So look, I show you this 0.1. 2 boxes 0.2, this then again is 0.3, again 2 boxes 0.4, this 0.5, and I believe you got a point very clear along x-axis, but along y-axis, 1 box is a 0.2, like 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, like that, like this. So please don't mix up them, okay? Mix them. Okay, let's start. And I'm going to make it. And before you concentrate, what is the highest power cubic, and especially positive cubic? And I said you positive cubic equation, whenever come, you get this kind of parabolic, sorry, cubic. So it has a 2 turning points, okay? And smooth curve I will get due to the highest power 3, 1 less turning point, 2 turning points. Okay, student, let's start. -3 and negative. -3 is here and -2.5. Y is -2.5. So 2 and 5. So it is the middle of 2 and 5. So 2.2, 2.4, 2.6, 2.8, and 3. This is -2.5 and goes straight, straight, straight. You see, and this is a -3. So this is -2.5 here and -3. So where the meeting point is very clear. And I will make here a small cross. And I raise the lines. And I believe you got my point, how I got this clear point clear. So let's go for next. -2.5, -2.5. -2.5 where? In the middle of this and this. So this is a -2.5. Okay, this is a -2.5. I mark and -3.75 positive. 3.75. 3 is this. 3.75. 3.2, 3.4, 3.6, 3.8. So it is the middle of that. Again, 3.2468. So I think this is close to 3.8. Not in the middle of that, sorry. This is how we can say close to 3.8. Anyway, I'm going to show you what I'm saying. And this is the meeting point. I think the point is very clear. And now it's going to turn back. -2 is this and 5.5 is where? 5 is here and 5.5 middle of that. 5.2, 5.4, 5.6, but it is coming in the middle. slightly up. Wait a minute. I want to say actually this. Okay. And -2 is this. And where the meet here. I raise both lines. Now, student, -1.5 is here and 4.25. Now it's coming back 4.2 and 4.4. This means in the middle of that, slightly above 4.2. And 1.5 is this. Be careful. Okay. I repeat again. I marked this point. Now I just talk about -1 and 1.5. -1 is this, and 1.5 is where? 1.5, the middle, 1.246, in the middle of 4 and 5. So I think, students, you understanding how I got this point. And let's talk about -0.5, which is here, and -1.25. -1.25 is where? It is going here, 1 below 1.2, and all close to, not 3, close to this one. And what is the value? -0.5. So I think, student, you see how much I'm taking extra time, and you do the same way. Now x0, y -2.5. -2.5, same point. So I will mark here. So this point going to be turned. And 0.5 and -0.75. -0.5 is this, and -7.75. 2468. Slightly below. Okay. And now 1 against 5.5. X is 1 and 5.5 is where 5, and this point. So it means this. I hope so, student, you observe this kind of curve. You see? Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Now, how to join? Some students join directly. Total wrong. Total wrong. Don't join directly. Okay, smoothly curve. Let me try to make. You can make, and you can like not attempt, do in one attempt. You see, slightly bending. Okay. If it this way, wrong, this way, wrong. Okay. And now you join the next. You see the bending? Now start bending now here. Sorry, this less bending we have to do. I believe you're understanding, students. You see how I and I think you understood how I just make slightly bend. You can erase. So I hope so. Slightly left side, actually. Now you see, I have done it so smoothly. So because this diagram affects the next question, next parts. Now every part, this equation will play a very vital role. So please copy paste this equation, or I'm doing copy paste, but in exam you will copy this equation and use in the below parts. Let me check. No, this 2.5. Anyway, I change it here. Cut from here, I bring down and I paste here. And I 2.5. Check it by drawing a suitable line, the graph, solve this equation. Check, is this matching? Correct. So I'll copy. Is this matching? Yes, I will copy. Is this matching? Not at all. What I will do, this is a 4.5 is on other side, but I need here negative 2.5. What I will do, negative 2.5, I will subtract. To make it balance, I will add. This is called adding subtracting criteria, okay? Because they cancel out, we get a same equation back. So that is why I just added subtract such a value, it will not affect the equation. So, but these three terms are matching. Yes, matching. These three terms are matching. So I replace y for it. And this number will go there. From 4.5, subtract 2.5, we got a 2. Sometime he says that convert into straight line equation. So this is a y equal to 2. And do you know, students, equation of x-axis is what? The equation of x-axis is y is equals to 0. Don't forget it, this y is equal to 0. If line go through 1, this is called y is equals to 1. If line go through 2, this 2 number, y is equal to 2. A line go through 3 and parallel to x-axis, y equal to 3. So I think students, you're understanding what is going on. So I'm going to make what? I'm going to make this y equal to 2 because this 2 is matched here. So I'm going to make it. Now this equation, line y, I plotted, I drawed, okay? Now student is solution. Whenever the word solution comes, solve a solution. It means x value, see 1x, second x, and third x. It will check where this red line cutting the blue curve. So come down. This is line. If you make it okay, otherwise no need. What is this point? Very interesting because one box 0.5, 0.05. This is 0.5, two box after 0.6, two box after 0.7. So this is 0.7. Two box after 0.8. But what is in the middle? 0.75. I believe you got my point. So I'm getting here 0.75. And I think is clear. This line you can erase, no problem at all. Or you leave it, no problem at all. This is meeting somehow, you can see here. Okay, now what is this is the two boxes here, 1.1, negative 1.1, negative 1.1. And what is the third line? Third line, I'm going to check, is meeting at middle of that here somewhere, or even you can estimate even slightly here. Okay, I follow the what we are getting here. You know, this is a negative 2, this is negative 2.5, 2.5, 2.6, 2.7. It is in the middle of 2.6 and 7, not 2.65 even. I think slightly below 2.65 if you make it not wrong even, or I think okay. 2.65 is also a good choice. Because the range of values come in exam papers. So let's talk about the next one equation. This has exactly two solutions. What does the two solutions means? Now I show you. If I draw the line here, it cut the curve 1, 2, 3. This line has a 3 solutions. If I draw the line from here, it cut the 1, 2, 3, 3 solutions because passing through 1. If the line go through this 3, it has a 3 solutions. If line go through 4, look, it is going through 4, but again it has 3 solutions. Solutions mean how many times cut the curve. But if I draw the line slightly at this point, you see this point, it touch and cut. So we have two solutions. But what about above? It has a one solution. Why? Because blue curve is going forever and this cutting at one point. So through 6, it is cutting at one point. And I think you got my point. So these points are very clear. And let's go for our main target. Okay. So student, this is done. Now he's asking is this fully matching with or not matching? Can I replace y here? Exactly. Y equal to k. Y is equal to k, y is equal to 1, y is equal to 2, 3, 4 different numbers. And he asking what the two possible values of k, which give us how many solutions? How many solutions? Two solutions. Okay, so two solutions only possible where it is touch and cut. So this number is very important, especially y value. And what is y value at this point? Negative 2.5. It means if is a line which passes through negative 2.5, students. So here touch and here cut. It has two solutions. And what equation of line? Y equal to negative 2.5. So for first answer, I'm getting here. So this is a number is for k. So negative 2.5 k value. Second number, students, here cutting 3 times. But what is this number against minus 2? This is a 5.5. It means this value of y is 5.5. So it means that if line will go through this cut and touch, so it passes through 5.5. So it means y equal to 5.5. I think you got the point. This is a k value. So I think I have to erase these lines because these lines you just get the answer. So I got it. What, student? 5.5. I believe you got a point. Very clear. Question number 11. What this is just condition. So forget it. X cannot be equal to 0. So don't focus here. Okay. So what is the solution of this question? So how we can do it? First, plug in 2 in F. And then plug in whole in G. So let's start. First of all, I will copy function of F, exactly copy. How many X's, empty spaces? What the number in the bracket? 2. 2 come here and 2 come here. So F of 2 is becoming 1 over 2. This half job done. Now whole I will plug in G. So let me write G first. So 3x minus 5. So this, every x, I will leave empty space. So this name will come this bracket, value will go this bracket. And I'm going to show you, so f of 2 coming left side, half going right side. And if you type in calculator, it is giving us GF of 2. 2 5s are 10 out of 10 because 2 is LCM. 3 has 2 5s are 10. So negative 7 over 2. I hope so, students, you got a point very clear how I got negative 7 over 2 or 3.5. No issue at all. Okay. Let's talk about G inverse of this function. Step by step, I do it. Step number 1, remove function name, write Y. So try to make X subject. So 5 will add minus here, it will go there and add. 3 multiply with X will go there, divide. Now, student, I will do interchange. Here I do it fair. First side changes. Interchange. What does interchange means? X become Y and Y become X. I think I can shift slightly up. So X become Y and Y becomes X. And this Y is called G inverse. Okay, student, let's go for next. Find its simplest form for this. First of all, as usual, what I will do, student, I will copy G function. And G function, you know this one. This copying function is very good technique, and in this way, the chance of mistake reduces. Both side, how many x's I will leave empty space. X minus 2 will come here and here. G of x minus 2. 3 multiply inside, 3 times 2x, 3 times 2, 6. And finally, I get 3x minus 11. This is my final answer. So I think this idea is clear. Let's go for next part. He's saying find the x value in this situation. And let me check. No, it's a different thing. So plug in G in F. So first of all, I will copy F. Yeah, G F of copy. How many x's student left side and right side I will leave empty space. But here I will write name of function G of x. Here I write value. Where's the value? Hold on, this 3x minus 5. So name will come left side. Value will go right side. But this the whole thing is equals to 0.1. So I will copy here 0.1. Now student 0.1 will disturb you, and normally student use 0.1 as it is. Or you can do 0.1 times this cross multiply. I can multiply inside, no doubt, but I will make it easy. I will bring this on the other side. And when you type this in calculator, it will give you 10. 5 will go there, it will add. So 3 divides, I get a 5. So x is equals to 5. Okay, students, I think you understanding up till now what is going on. Okay, students. And let's go the last part of this. This question. How to get it? H of x. H of x what? 2 to x power x. So I'm copying here 2 to power x. Done. G of 7. So G of 7, I will copy first G of x, which is this. G of x. Copy, you see? But he said, no, 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 put 7. So I will erase x and I will put 7 and equal to 0. So this is 2 to the power x, 21 minus, we got a 16. Bring on the other end. 16 is what? You can check in calculator. 2, 8 times 2, 4 times 2, 2. So 2 to the power 4 is 16. So bases from both sides cancel out or write a word same basis. So x is equals to 4. I believe you got a point. So let's go for the last question. Very long paper, but anyway, no problem. A lot of patience required, and best technique as a teacher suggests you please before exams every time fix your time. Every attempt you fix your time and do the paper in time. In this way, your temperament will increase, inshallah. Parameter of the remaining remaining shaded area. I have to find out that this straight length. What is straight length? 12. If this is a 12, this is also 12. And this arc length. So it means 2 radius and 1 arc length. So radius 12 plus 12 and theta by 360. But important part, let me write first formula into 2 pi r. Problem is radius I have it, but theta is, can I use this angle theta? No way. We need this angle. So from 360, subtract 50, I get 310. So this is 310. So this is becoming 24 students, and 310 over 360 into 2 pi 12. I think students is nothing hard. But just only formula important. Okay. So okay. I got 88.2, sorry, 926. 926. But I need, and don't want. And centimeters. I hope so, students, you understood the first part. Okay, let's go for the next and last part of the paper. He said here, diagram part A shows a top of a vertical cake. Sorry, cylindrical cake. Diagram part A shows a top of cylindrical cake. Okay, with a slice removed, the volume of, okay, student, I just try to show you. This is not easy to show for me even, but I will try to show you. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, this part I just showed you here and I will copy paste. I think now you're understanding how I am drawing it. So student, I think if you are sensing now how I got it, okay? There's a 12 radius. Okay. And what a question he's asking, this is a cylindrical shape, you see? I repeat, cylindrical cake. I think now you got it. And slice is removed from here. Slice is removed. Okay. And he said that the volume of cake remaining is this. Okay, what is the formula for this? This is is it a prism? Yes, this is a prism. How? If I cut with a knife from the middle, it remains same. For example, I cut the blue color. See, we got the same shape again. If I cut from here, see, we're getting same shape. So it means whenever with a knife I will cut in the middle, I get a same shape. So formula for this kind of is volume formula is cross area into height. Height of the cake, I don't know. So H, but cross area is this shaded area. So I can find it and cross area and volume is this 3510 theta over 360 into pi r square. Arc length 2 pi r, area pi r square. Don't forget it. And theta I will use again 310. And radius is 12. Now students, matter of typing in the but 4. This is dividing, this 0 cancel, 36 multiplying. Okay, I show you. This 31 is multiplying. It will divide here. Pi 12 square multiplying. It will divide here. Wait a minute. Okay, student, now I'm typing in calculator in fraction form 3510 into 36 divided by 31 into pi into 12 square. And answer is turned to be with me, yes, 9.01. 022. I don't want. So height is 1 point, this one, centimeters. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Last part was a little tricky, but I believe you got a point very clear, very well. So this is a prism. Okay. So paper is completely over. Best of luck for exam. And please pray for me. And those persons which done some mistakes, redo those. Without redoing, you cannot improve. So assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.